Hey there everyone, it's Mrs. D and thanks for coming by and checking out this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit your notification button. Leave a comment if any of this information is helpful to you or you have any questions or you have a suggestion for a video. Today we're going to talk about listing classes and some tips that I have seen work for me. I know the advice that I give isn't always doable or works for everyone, but I do speak a lot from my personal experiences and what I have seen work on the platform for me for Outschool. So, the first thing we want to do when we list a class and get it approved, so this is after the approval process, the first thing you want to do is schedule at least 3 sessions of that class. And I typically do them at different times so that I can find a sweet spot. 3 sessions of the class at least 2 weeks out in advance. So you can schedule them sooner than that if you want to. But the reason why there's the suggestion for 3 classes 2 weeks in advance is because the algorithm on Outschool is more likely to show something that's listed 3 times or more 2 weeks in advance to parents when they're searching. Okay. So again, as soon as you get approved, list your class 3 times 2 weeks in advance. And sometimes I actually do it while I'm waiting for approval. And then that means like as soon as the class is approved, bam, it's live on the platform. And I never forget that way. Also, let's talk about talking about parents searching keywords, SEO. We see this all the time, and I just want to take a little minute to talk about the keywords. And it's important to put keywords in the most important 3 places are your title, summary, and the class experience. Okay. Yes, the class experience as well. There's an article on that was put out by Outschool that says that this is a place where the algorithm will pick up for searches. So let's take, for example, I have an interactive escape room on the Taj Mahal. What kind of keywords might I use for that? So I've got the escape room, Taj Mahal. I might want to include also world wonders, right? Because it's one of the 7 world wonders. Travel, landmark, social studies, all of these things that have to do with the class and any kind of branching off that you can think of for that. So for my journal writing class, I should have words like writing, English, ELA, essay, paragraph, pen and ink, art, even because it's drawing, doodling, reluctant writers, things like this that you think that the parents might be searching for. Include those in your title, summary, and class description. But try not to repeat the same word over and over again. So if I'm, doing a journal class and I just repeat journal writing, get your reluctant writer to write in this great journaling class by reviewing how to write a paragraph. That's not effective. Okay, you really only have to have a word once in order to trigger the algorithm, the SEO. Okay, so good. Next is for me, and I know a lot of teachers haven't done this and don't do this and don't find any correlation in their enrollments. But for me, whenever I start going back and adding class videos to those listings that I've already done, I always get enrollments. Now, when I create a class, I don't always do the class video. I'll, do everything else except the class video. And then I find that I have to go back and create those class videos. And every time I do that, I get enrollments. So it pleases the algorithm, I think. For me, that's always been a good trick. So do go ahead and list some class videos on those class listings that you don't have them and see if that helps you pop up an enrollment or two. Also, whenever you change your titles and your pictures, that creates an email notification to parents who have saved your classes. So every now and then, if you feel like you're having a lull in enrollments or you want to see an increase in enrollments, go ahead and just change a word or two in the title and save it, or change out your title cover. I'm sorry, your class cover, and see if that helps at all. You can also change your prices, go down or go up in your price range a dollar or two, and see if that makes anything pop as well. I feel like the more active I am on the platform as far as like listing classes and tweaking things and getting reviews and all of that, the more enrollments I get. So, yeah, that's today's video. So again, those were 5 little tips for class listing with enrollments. Oh, I forgot one of them. We're only on 4, right? Because we did schedule 3 sections 2 weeks in advance. We did keywords in your title summary class experience. We did try putting on a class video. We did change your titles and pictures and tweak your class listings. And then the last one is to set your learner minimum to 1 if you are able to teach to just 1 student. The reason for that is not because I know we don't make a lot of money when we do 1 learner, but a lot of the times, parents are not going to enroll in a class when they don't know if there's any learners in it. So, for example, if you set your learner minimum to 3, nothing's going to show for the parents until you have 3 enrollments in there. So if you're struggling to get enrollments, it might be helpful to drop your minimum down to 1 so that when parents are looking for a class and maybe yours pops up on the list, they might see 1 student enrolled, and then they might be able to, be more apt to join that class so that you have 2 students, 3 students. They'll see how many are in there when you drop your minimum to 1. A lot of parents right now are leery of booking into and being the only learner in a 1 learner class because a lot of teachers are canceling those 1 learner classes. So what I've done for this is I have listed on my description, my profile, that I don't cancel 1 learner classes. I go ahead with those, but I might shorten the time of the class. So if it's a 45-minute class and I know that I could probably make it through the material in 30 minutes with 1 learner, I'll do that instead of canceling. And most parents are okay with that as long as they get to have that experience, right? And so I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm not working quite as long, and people are seeing that 1 learner in the class. So if you can teach to 1 learner, and that's the thing though, if you cannot teach to 1 learner, then don't do this trick, because you're expected, if you list it at 1 learner and you leave it on there, then you are expected to teach that 1 learner. So if you want to see if that helps you out, I hope some of these tips do help with enrollments. These are some things that work for me. Like I said, they don't work for everyone. They're not everyone's cup of tea, but they do have worked for me in the past and currently. So again, like, subscribe, notifications, leave a comment. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Happy teaching.